Hello, welcome to TechSharmat. In this session, we will discuss about the rules of update for foreign key table. Okay, so mainly we will try some operations on the table where the parent and child relationship is already built, and we'll see like whether we can perform the update or not on specific columns. So for that, firstly, I will quickly show you the tables that we are using from last few sessions. So this is the parent table. You can see here create or replace table customers one, and customer ID is integer type, primary key, customer name is varchar 50. So this is the table that we are going to use. This is the parent table, right? Now look at the child table. So child table is this: create or replace table orders one, order one integer primary key, order number varchar 20, customer ID integer, foreign key is customer ID referencing taken from customers one table, customer ID column. Okay. So in short, what we are going to do, we will perform some operation on of update operation. Okay, we will perform some update operation on parent table as well as child table to understand like what are the rules for updation. Okay, so in a short way, like we will go. So I'm not discussing anything regarding the other logic that we are using because we have already covered in this in previous sessions. So for now, we will just directly look at the data we have inside of PF. So I will run by one query. Let me retrieve that query first. Yeah, so here you can see there are three records: customer one, cust 1 2 3. So will it possible to change the customer name? We will start from the customer name. So is it possible to update the customer name column, because we are not taking any reference of this column? So let's try. So for that I will write update, then I will write before that let me quickly show you the data first. So you can see the name for the for customer ID 1 is customer 1. So we will change it to some other name. So for that I will run the query update customers 1 F4, and here I will select customer name as test. Okay, then hit enter. Here I will take F4 for customer ID and equals to 1. So what it will do, it will update the data of it will update the customer name where the customer ID is 1. So let's hit enter. You can see it is updated normally. There is no issues, right? So if you check the data, it is updated. Fine. So it means if you are not taking any reference of any of the column, then it is fine. You can update the data. Can we do this on the column which have the dependency? Let's verify that. So for that, this time I will go to go and will update the data of as 20. So make the customer ID as 20, press enter, where the customer ID is 1. You can see update prevented by a referential constraint. So if you take F1 here, it will show that you are using a foreign key. So that's why there is a dependency on the child table of this column. So we can't update this thing. Okay. All right. So is it clear? Now we will look at the second thing. Is it possible? Like I have one record and I don't have, let's say if I insert one record and for that I don't have any dependency on the child table. So will it possible to update that? Let's verify. So insert into Sharmit1 slash customers 1 F4 and hit enter. Here I will put the customer ID as let's say 200, customer name is cust200, and I will hit enter. So it is inserted. Now we will try to update this column. Like for name you can easily update because we just saw that we can simply update whether it is a anything like, because there are no dependency, right? So now I will try to update customer ID to 400 where customer ID is 200, and this is a dependent column, right? So you can see it updates the record because so far we didn't add any record in the orders table, so that's why it is allowing us to update this record. Fine. Okay, so in parent table rule is clear, like you can't update any column if there is any dependency on the child table, but if there is no dependency then you can update any of the column, even the key column also. Okay, it will not affect. Now look at the second thing, which is child table. So for child table we will perform some operation. Before that I will show you the data. SELECT from orders 1. Here you can see data is for customer ID 1 and 2. So is it possible to update this thing, order number and order ID? Yes, it is, because there is no dependency of it. So let me try this. Update up orders 1, pressing F4. Here I will make the order number as ORD 4560. Okay, and hit enter, where customer ID is 2, so equals to 2. Hitting enter, it is updated. So there is no issue. Yeah, because there is no dependency on these things, so it is updated. Similarly, if you want to change the order ID, you can change. Let's quickly verify this also. So if I want to make the order ID as let's say 900, hitting enter, you can see it is also updated. It is updated. Now is it possible to change this value? Okay, so let's quickly verify this thing, like whether we can update this or not. Okay, so for that I will press F3, and now I will run this query, update query, on taking F4 on customer ID. So I will make it as 600. If I hit enter, it will ask for the customer ID, and I want to update the customer ID to with 600. If I hit enter, it will show this message: operation not allowed by referential constraint. Why? Because there is no dependent record in the file, and we can't insert any data. Like at the time of insert also, we discussed that we can't insert the data if there is no dependent record, if there is no record in the parent table, equivalent record in parent table. Okay, so we are getting the same issue. Okay, is it possible to insert the data which means update the data which is in parent table? So let's verify that. For that I will try to hit the command, select stars 1, customers 1. Here you can see there is one record for 400 customer. So let's verify the update again. So this time I will make it as 400. So is it possible to change customer ID 2 with 400 if there is a record in parent table? Yes, it is possible. Okay, why? Because now we have something in the table, parent table, which is equivalent to that customer ID. So in that case, you are allowed to perform the update update operation. You can see 400. It means, because it is possible, like uh, now look at the real world scenario. There is one customer who booked some order, but later he decided to change his mind, and maybe he deleted or something. Then the backend team can update the record, because now we have new customer with the same order. So instead of deleting the entire record, we can simply update that customer ID with the new customer. Okay, so yeah, these are the some common rules that we need to follow while updating the record for the table which contains foreign key, or when there is a relationship, parent child relationship between two tables. Okay, so far we discussed two things, like at the time of insertion in parent at the time of updation in parent table, you can update the other columns where there is no dependency, but if there is any dependency, then you are not supposed to update the data. Okay, until if there is any dependency, only in that case you are not allowed, otherwise you can update. Okay, now if we talk about the child table, then there you can update any column, even the foreign key column as well, but there should be some record, equivalent record in the parent table. If it is not there, then you are not allowed to update the things. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this session. In the upcoming session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechChamber.